Okay guys, so a lot has changed. We're 1 or 2 days ahead since I last filmed. Um, I put the door together, I put it in place. I'm going to show you that in just a second. I'm only one person, I don't have any help filming, so I kind of just got to film it, or I just got to do it and then film it and then explain it to you. And then I had some help standing up the walls, and I've noticed, there's some issues. We're just working on this, learning. But here we go. So right here we got the door. Okay, door looks good. It's great. I don't have any problems with the door. I'm going to add a spring to it. Actually, I don't even think I really need the spring because it's on a hill. It's slanted. This is not level ground. I'll come over here and you'll see it. So yeah, there it is. You can see it's not level, which is fine for the run. It's 8 foot tall, so it's not like I'm hitting my head on anything. But all I did was I made it standard door size. I did the door frame, 33-ish inches wide. The rough door, like the frame itself, not the door, was 33. And then I made it 80 inches tall, and that's from the ground. So, and then I made it fit. So the actual dimensions were 78 3/4 on the vertical. These guys were 78 3/4, and then the horizontal part of the door frame was 30 inches. And then I got a brace right here so I can put my latch, and I'm going to add a handle right here just for convenience, so you're not holding onto this little thing to open it. But I had some extra hinges here, so any type of hinges will do. And you could do 2 hinges. You don't have to do 3. I still got to add some hardware cloth here. I got some extra pieces, and I still have like 1.5 feet to add to the top there. But all I did was, and you're going to have 2 people to stand this thing up. The problem I was talking about earlier is that where I've got these 2 8-foot walls meeting, where I've screwed them together with, I told you, 3 screws. They're flimsy, I mean, it's just these tiny 2.5-inch screws holding them together. I've added more screws to it, and I've put a 2x4 as a strength. I'm going to do the rest of the roof in 2x2s, but I put 2x4s right, just in that spot there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put another brace. I'm going to scab it over. If you ever replaced a joist or something in a floor, you take and put a piece over where the 2 of them meet right here, just to kind of strengthen that up and straighten it out. If you look here, it's kind of, that's not a great angle. There we go. It's kind of doing that. But we're going to fix that, and then I'm going to have to figure out how to tie it down, like, so the wind won't blow it away. But here in a second, I'm going to put two more 2x2s, and then I'm going to put cattle panels up on top because I have it, and I don't have to go spend more money on welded wire fence and hardware cloth. Now I bought 3 lengths of hardware cloth at 25 foot by 2 foot, but I only ended up using 2, and I had a little left over from each one. And what I'll do is I'll fill that that void where I showed you earlier, where the space was with the hardware cloth that I have left over. And I still have plenty of welded wire fence. I still got to, put that up there. So yeah, and yeah, so I'll see you back in a minute. Okay, so I got the braces up, and one reason that this is so flimsy is because I only have 1 screw on the end of each board. And excuse me, but so you can look up here and see that I've got it. It's not square, which the good thing is that I've put all of these gussets in the corners. Oh, say hey. I put all these gussets in the corners there, so now I'm going to have to put a gusset, well, I can't, there, nope, well, in that corner, you know what I'm saying, right there. That looks just like those two. So I got to make 4 more of those. I may do another one up in that corner there. So be careful, honey. Probably will, actually. Yeah, it's flimsy, honey, so let's go ahead and get down, okay? No, I don't want you to hold that either. Go ahead and get down. Thank you. But yeah, it's coming along. I have these 16-foot cattle panels, which is great. The unfortunate thing is they're bent in half for convenience of storage. So that's going to be a hassle trying to straighten those things out, but we'll get it done. I'm going to rennie it up. Well, guys, I rennied it again. So you may be asking yourself, why is it bowed like that still? Well, let me tell you. The way that I put this together is I put this bad boy, the top runner, up on top of the vertical stud here. See that? So when I'm putting the trusses, the rooftop on, that's actually 8 feet across plus 2 3/4, because, you know, it's yeah, you get it. So you gotta cut 2 3/4 off is what I'm saying, because if you don't, then you'll have to do it all over again. So I had to take it down, cut 2 3/4 off the main one, and now I have 2 more to do, and then to put all the screws back. Yay! So got the roof on, ran out of zip ties. I got cattle panels up here, and I got a zip tie every, you know, wherever I wanted it. Seemed like good enough. I did run out. I need like 7 more. Go figure. But yeah, they're overlapping, and I stopped zip tying on the second to last one. You see, it's just floating a little bit there. One, because the walls, the long walls are 16 feet, so that's another 2 3/4 inches if you count this side here and the other side. So 16-foot cattle panels, obviously not going to work there. But I got to put a piece of plywood on this guy here, this 4x8 roof section. So I'm just going to whiz wheel that off. Obviously, you see, you know, got to put some welded wire up here, finish that off, and go over the door. But it's coming together pretty good. Okay. Yep, and you see we put a water table out here for the ducks that provides shade. You know, they're not ready out here to be out on their own, obviously. Well, one, because there's no coop yet. That'll be an upcoming video. But 2, they don't have their feathers yet, even though it's like 80 freaking degrees out. We bring it out during the daytime, and it's overcast. Well, not there, but there. It's been raining on me here a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna do what I can for the rest of the day today. Probably fill this air gap in here, and then we'll see where we land. So I jumped ahead a little bit. I've finished putting on all of the welded wire around the sides, and then I've put the cattle panel up. You see that? I still got to zip tie it down, and I still have this 4-foot by 8-foot portion that's open. I'm going to put some corrugated plastic or wavy plastic roofing on it. And then I'm going to put the same roofing on the coop itself. I did end up adding the bracing right here. It was a little flimsy, and I did have to turn this last runner right there around because I had the crown down instead of the crown up, so it was kind of looking like it was sagging. So and even with the cattle panel on it now and the braces on it, it still looks like it's sagging. It is a little flimsy, just because there's only 1 screw in each end If there were 2 screws, you know, it would be much better, but this is 2x2s and not 2x4s, so it kind of makes it hard. I did gusset every corner, in the middle where they come together. I gusseted there. You see what I'm talking about. And then I did the same thing on the corners there too. So and then I ended up adding this brace down here because it was, you know, doing that. So I figured, why not? Better structurally sound. I still have this little guy right here to put up too. So we're 99% done with that. I just gotta, like I said, just gotta put this up here, and then the 2 pieces of roofing right there for shade. And I'm not gonna bore you guys with the monotonous task of zip tying. All I'm doing is I'm zip tying this right here together, so nothing can, you know, do that there. And then I'll probably end up putting an apron on this so nothing can dig underneath it. And all that is just taking some type of fencing and stapling it to the bottom and letting the majority of it lay on the ground. That way nothing can dig under it. You know, snakes, foxes, coyotes, which we all have here. And yeah, and I don't see any. I've heard some hawks here recently, you know, chirping up in the trees, but I haven't seen them, and I'm not really worried about them coming through that 4 foot by 8 foot hole right now. It's pretty close to the trees. I'm about 10 foot from the trees, and I don't see where the hole is. They'd have to, you know, come from that side to get in, and they're not going to dive. That would be too steep. They wouldn't be able to maneuver that. But all the chickies and the ducks are enjoying themselves. We just keep them out here during the day, when we're home, where we can keep an eye on them. And they're having some fun. This is I'm starting the coop, and that'll be another video. So I think you guys can take it from here. Last thought, Isaiah 30:21. Whether you turn to the left or to the right, your ears will hear a voice behind you. This is the way, walk in it. Motivation.